few things to talk about this week on Podcast Jam. So, let's get started with the news. First piece of news is Brian Deegan will be behind the wheel of Metal Militia at Angel Stadium on January 11th in Anaheim. Pretty cool there, so get to see Brian Deegan behind the wheel of that truck. That should be pretty fun to see. Also, from 2011, you might remember Nicole Johnson. Was it Nicole Johnson? Or was it Becky McDonough? It was one of them driving Dragon's Breath. Well, guess what? Dragon's Breath is back this year with Scott Liddycoat behind the wheel. So that should be interesting to see. The schedule for him is Tacoma on January 3rd, Toronto on January 18th, New Orleans on January 25th, Vancouver on February 1st, Edmonton on February 8th, Winnipeg on February 15th, Saginaw on February 21st, Baltimore on February 28th, and Toledo on March 7th. So that should be pretty exciting to see. Also, a video has been posted on our Twitter page of Feld's huge new shop in the Tampa area of Florida for all of their events, including Monster Jam and more. And it's the second largest building in Florida, only behind the Vehicle Assembly Building at Kennedy Space Center. And if you don't know what that is, that's where they build all the space shuttles. Well, built because they don't build them anymore. Also, Jim Jack, owner and driver of the Reptoid truck, is selling that truck and pretty much everything that goes with it for a pretty good price, actually, of $115,000. So if you have that money and you're looking to start a team, it's not a bad idea to get the rights to the name, the body, the truck, I think maybe even the trailer. I haven't really looked at it that close, but you can look at that. There's a link to it on the official website of Podcast Jam if you want to check that out. Also, Cody Sasuke will be driving a second Monster Energy truck in 2014 along with Damon Bradshaw. His schedule is Birmingham, January 4th, Atlanta, January 11th, Tampa, January 18th, New Orleans, January 25th, St. Louis, February 1st, Columbia, February 7th, and Memphis on February 14th. Also, it's a brand new paint scheme for Ramunition, and we're hearing Raminator will get one as well. But Ramunition has a new scheme with kind of red, black, and silver on the top, and then below the name, it has all the camo. So a very cool scheme for that as well. Also, War Wizard getting a new scheme. Looks like kind of a throwback and kind of an update to the 2006 paint scheme for that truck. So that's very cool. Also, a brand new Stinger paint scheme will debut in 2014 as well. Owners have just announced that paint scheme change, Zane and Lindsay Ratu, and they are very excited. It's blue and green, kind of looks like a Ford Raptor body on the front, and of course you got that nice tail on the back for Stinger. Also, Monster Jam has officially launched the website for their upcoming mobile game, which is called Monster Jam As Big As It Gets. So that's pretty cool. And of course, that's coming out in January for iPhone and iPad, and Android devices will follow that pretty soon. The website is monsterjam.com/videogame. And it says to turn up the volume and hang on. Monster Jam action is coming to your phones and iPads, followed shortly by Android devices this January. The action in As Big As It Gets, with realistic racing, wicked freestyle, 16 of our favorite monster trucks, and other awesome gameplay the entire family will love. It says to check back soon for more info, so check back soon for more info. They have some screenshots of it as well. They also have the original press release up on that website. And then, of course, 6 screenshots, which we also posted on our website. Confirmed trucks through the screenshots are Gravedigger, Max D, El Toro Loco, Crusader, the Old Body El Diablo, Blue Thunder, and the Black Captain's Curse. And also, Mohawk Warrior was seen in the gameplay trailer we showed you guys, that Monster Jam showed in their 2014 preview show last month. Also, next week we're going to have a big announcement here on Podcast Jam, so you might want to stay tuned for that. Well, that's all for this week on Podcast Jam. Until next week, that is all. Have a great week. It's only a couple weeks till the start of the 2014 season.